the mic, talking day and spilling life, from trending memes to wildest dreams. Girl, did you hear that crazy thing? Girl, did you hear what's going down? We're lighting up this whole damn town. Strange and trending every week. Bestie vibes that'll never peak.
This was when COVID was scary.
Yeah.
So this kind of got overshadowed by it because this was kind of the beginning of COVID.
Yes. I wonder how many other things we missed that went on because the media just pushed COVID into everyone's faces.
Right? They're like, but wait, there's this now. Yeah.
Right?
That's very fair.
Yeah.
In March, Cook County drops all charges.
Yeah, so
because
here's another situation where
goes
he
and
gets
makes a deal.
charged, gets let off, and then gets charged again.
Right, because the DA changes. Big my circle is.
You know,
I don't,
like,
my circle's not big enough for that.
There are some people that like know stuff about celebrities. I'm like, how? Like, how do you know all of this stuff?
Fanboy out about it.
Yeah, and I'm like, how? Like, I just am not that personality. I do not fan out like that.
I can't latch on to somebody like that.
No.
Especially someone I will never
meet.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no thanks. And so was he upset that they didn't react to his threatening letter and said, well, I'm going to show you, and then create this whole big hoax and is just holding firm on it? Because if you're gonna go all out and if you're gonna
create a lie this big, you better stick to it.
You better fucking stick to it.
Yeah.
Like 100%. Hey guys, welcome to Girl Did You Hear?
The ultimate bestie hangout. I'm Jessica.
And I'm Kristen. Today, we have another fun episode for you. This is episode 54, I believe.
54.
Dang.
Yeah.
We cruising along.
We are.
Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. We do appreciate your support. We do have a quick announcement for you. Announcement sounds so.
Right, we're making some changes, and we want to let you know.
We are. So we are going to be moving our show over to another YouTube channel, and that channel is called Team Awesome Podcast Studio. I'll put a little link right here. So you can look that up and make sure you like and subscribe to that channel. That channel is a main hub that my husband and I started, and it has multiple different podcasts on that channel. So you get different genres. Our show will be there. There's 2 other shows on there right now, and we'll be adding more over the next few months, hopefully.
Great content.
Yes, and it's all different. Every show is different genre, different content, so you kind of can go there and peruse around, and hopefully you find another show that you like.
Find what you like.
So we will keep you guys updated when that switch happens, because once that happens, our channel is gonna have to go bye-bye.
We're gonna have you like and
we'll be over there
to a brand new
another channel. Correct.
Yes.
But we'll still have all of our socials and everything.
Yes.
We'll still be Girl Did You Hear? So all of our clips and stuff will still be floating around under that name. But yeah, it's super exciting. I'm excited for the change. The idea is just to create like a synergy, among different podcast shows, and, kind of like that hub, like one-stop shop for people to go to and find a show they want to watch.
It's kind of the channel you always tune into.
Yeah,
on
exactly.
TV to watch all the shows that you like.
Yeah, totally. Exactly. So today, though,
But that said,
we've got one for you.
yeah,
I don't know how YouTube's going to like this one, but it's okay.
it'll like it just fine. It was old.
So we're going to talk about the truth about Jussie Smollett case that happened in January 22nd, 2019. Did you recall any of this when this happened?
I don't really
It was
remember
like just before COVID.
Well, this is right when COVID was starting to become this was when COVID was scary.
Yeah.
So this kind of got overshadowed by it because this was kind of the beginning of COVID.
Yes.
Because January 29th, 2019, actually, I take that back. This is the beginning of the year. So COVID wasn't real yet.
But it was like, there was talk of it.
Right.
Because that March, I'm pretty sure.
March is when it clicked into place.
Yeah. So not that far after.
No.
So, Jussie
But no, I
Smollett,
don't remember this.
Yeah.
And the little bit of research that I did for it, I was like, wow, how did I miss this?
because of COVID.
Oh.
I wonder how many other things we missed that went on because the media just pushed COVID into everyone's faces.
Right? They're like, but wait, there's this now. Yeah.
Right?
That's very fair.
Yeah. But no, a lot of people did follow this case, even though it was through COVID times. So Jussie Smollett, he was an actor or is an actor. During this time, he was on the Empire show.
Correct.
I think that was an HBO show. I watched it when it first came out, and I don't remember when it first came out, but I remember it being pretty good.
The show ran from 2016 to 2019.
Okay, yeah. So it was in the early stages when I watched it for sure. But so Jussie is in Chicago where he lives. He goes out one night at 2 a.m., to grab a sandwich because people do that.
He came back from a flight
He did.
and he was on his way back to his apartment, I guess.
Yeah.
And I had no idea there was such things as 24-hour subways.
Apparently in Chicago, that's a thing.
That's interesting.
Yes.
Who knew a sandwich place would be in such demand to need a 24-hour location?
Yeah. At first, he tried to go to Walgreens. They were closed.
Wow, wow.
But yeah, I thought it was. I've never heard of a 24-hour subway, but
They're there.
they're there.
Yeah.
So, and there were other people in there too. There was
Yeah.
like 4 other people in there getting their sandwiches at 2 a.m. So Jussie gets his sandwich,
Right.
and then he's walking back to his house. And
Keep in mind, this is during a polar vortex.
yes.
So this is one of the
Freezing cold.
coldest spurts in Chicago history at this time.
Yes.
So not a lot of people should be out during this
No one's just out strolling around
or just looking for people to,
beat up.
yeah. Yeah.
So on his way home, he gets attacked by 2 masked men,
Correct.
and they beat him up and they put a noose around his neck, and Jussie runs away back to his apartment,
Grabs a sandwich
grabs his sandwich.
and runs away.
Yes, can't forget that part. Runs back to his apartment. Didn't want to call the cops at first. One of the guys that works for him, he's an older gentleman, kind of like talked him into
His, I think not his producer, but his creative director,
Yes.
like the guy that.
creative director is exactly it.
Okay.
I just don't know his name. There was a lot of names.
Yeah, there
that's
was.
not important.
That's okay.
Anyways,
So anyways, he gets him to call the cops,
Yes.
right? So the cops come
yes,
and the body cam footage shows Mr. Smollett still wearing the noose. And the cops are like, hey, do you want to take that off?
he's like,
I just wanted you to see it. And so then he proceeds to go ahead and take it off and then puts it down. And then
but he also
his creative director's
put it
like,
down like in a very nice way.
right. Kind of that, not that he has reverence for it, but it wasn't like a get this effing thing off me. Ew. Like,
Right.
how dare someone put a noose around my neck?
Yes,
It
like
was-
his behavior
it was
about it was strange.
It's almost like he was familiar with it. I would hate to say that,
Uh,
but I just did. So it's almost like he was familiar with it.
yeah,
And again, and I understand in his justification, he's like, I did not walk around with this thing on my neck for 35 minutes.
right.
I think from what I saw in the footage with him and his pristine Subway sandwich bag was that he was wearing the noose. And it looked like he was looking around, looking for someone to get their attention, to be like, hey, look,
Right.
this just happened.
Right.
Like, oh my gosh. Right.
Yes.
So it took him to come upstairs to be like, yo, I'm not doing this.
Right.
And it wasn't until he started getting fishy with, like, he didn't want to give up his phone, which I totally get. And the stuff that he did give up for his phone, he had like a bunch of stuff redacted. So there wasn't like, it's like, here's my phone records, but only some of it kind of.
Right.
So hope that works
I
for you
mean,
guys.
I understand to an extent because he is like a high profile person. And he
Right.
probably does have a lot of, private things saved like we all do in our phones or whatever. But those like celebrities, of course, like they don't want to give other celebrities information out, or you just never know.
Right.
Right? You don't know.
Or it could be that there's text messages and they're giving explicit instructions on how to perform this procedure on this specific day at this time.
right. There could have been that as well. Which
And also other private celebrity information.
Yes. So yeah, there's weird things about this case, and then there's also factual things about this case,
Right.
which is very, very strange. I don't know yet. Like, I still don't know how I feel.
I don't know how to feel.
So the cops come, they start the investigation. On January 30th, so only, a few days after,
later,
like 5-7 days after, the cops are now seeking 2 suspects
Right.
who they think, according to surveillance footage and random cameras that they found
And Jesse's story.
Jesse's story, that these could potentially be the guys, whatever. So Jesse claims that it was 2 white males
Correct.
that attacked him, and that they were yelling racial slurs to him, during the attack.
Right.
And he felt that it was a hate crime, as yes.
I mean, especially
If
with
someone
the
says
implication
that,
of
yes.
the noose and all of that other fun jazz. Yeah.
Totally could see how that would be. So then the cops are seeking these 2 suspects who we find out are from Nigeria.
Yeah.
They're brothers, who one of them knows Mr. Smollett.
They both know him. Actually.
Oh yeah, they do. And then so they interview the brothers. They get the brothers into custody, and they're not talking at first. So like, nope.
One of the brothers was actually his personal trainer.
Yes.
And one of them was a felon.
Yes. He was.
I mean, not saying that that's bad or anything.
No,
it's just
it was.
It just
literally
really,
that.
It really comes into play when they do a search and seizure on their house
Yeah.
and find a bunch of stuff that someone of that criminal standing is not supposed to have in his house.
Yeah, you're not supposed to have, if you're a convicted felon, you're not supposed to have firearms. And when they did search the house, there was a bunch of firearms and other things found.
Right.
Which is a no-no.
The part that gets me is that so the brothers get scooped up, right? The brothers get picked up by Chicago PD and are questioned, and they immediately go silent. They're like, nope, we're waiting for representation. We're waiting for representation. We're waiting for representation. Meanwhile, Jesse's in the background going on national TV, going live, stating that he wants to press charges against the people that did this to him.
Yes.
So these 2 guys are just sitting in jail waiting for Jussie to come through and like push the story away from them or exonerate them or get the story off of them somehow. And then all of a sudden he goes on national TV going, hey, the guys that the cops caught are like, I want these guys pressed.
Yes.
So then the cops are like, all right, well, here we go. And then they start talking. They're like, oh, well, by the way.
Let me tell you what happened is, so they express their story and they have a little, there's a little surprise in the story.
So what is their story?
Well, they say that Mr. Smollett hired them to beat him up and perform this hate crime.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And that he paid them $3,500.
$3,500
to do so. And that their rebuttal to that was, well, it's Hollywood, people do crazy things. So,
to get, like, extra
we were just
station
like on board with whatever. Like we didn't ask any questions.
Favor.
Yeah. We thought, he would do something for us on, coming back around, whatever. Right. Like they had a little deal.
A little motive. A little motive. Yeah.
So they say that. And then Mr. Smollett is like, what?
Well, wait,
what?
No. Yeah, that's what he says.
He's like, what do you mean?
Right.
It was white males that attacked me.
It wasn't black males. It was white males. I told you guys it was white males.
Yes.
We have 2 witnesses saying that they saw white dudes.
Yes.
One with rope in his pockets.
Yes.
And the other one with a light shined in his face.
Yes. The only thing with that light shining in the face is that someone's skin color can appear lighter if a light is being shined in their face.
Right.
Just saying.
Fair.
That was just something I thought of when they were going over that, because there's a lot of back and forth on this case as to whether Mr. Smollett hoaxed this whole thing and faked it,
Which would
for
be
his career or to try to get more
to try and gain,
publicity
like,
or whatever. Or that it was something to do with the Chicago PD scammery, because they have a lot of shady stuff that goes on there that people have known about for many, many years. They've always had issues,
right.
you know?
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm sure every PD has those issues as well. I'm
For sure, but
Chicago
it happens
is
a
not
lot in Chicago.
interesting. I'd have to look at the statistics of that.
The lady was saying it was like the cops that were investigating this case.
Oh yeah,
At the end,
combined
the combined amount of complaints against the officers was like in the hundreds.
Yeah, it was a lot.
It was. I was like, oh,
Well, and then they also brought
Okay.
up the fact of like, where's that last 10 seconds or where's that 10 seconds of footage?
yes, there was 10 seconds of footage that
when
was
the
missing.
security card goes out to like confront the first dude that was running.
Yes, because the security guard was one of the witnesses, and he was at a nearby hotel. He was the security guard for the hotel.
Right. He's one of the ones that confirms that it was a white dude.
Yes, and so in his story in the documentary, he is like telling the officers. Like the officers give him a lineup and they're like, please pick out who you think you saw. And he's like,
None
no
of
one,
these dudes.
because I told you I saw white males and none of these gentlemen are white.
Right.
And so the cop says, well, can you pick out someone that looks close to? And he's like, the fuck?
Like,
Like,
how's that going to help?
How does that help? You know?
Right.
So he felt like he had to choose someone,
And so he picked the lightest
skin, which he then said was
still not the guy.
Yeah, not the guy, and made it very clear to the officer that this is not who he's saying
He saw.
is the guy.
Right.
And it's not who he saw.
Right.
Which is weird because that witness and the other witness, the lady, like they were kind of like brushed to the side.
Mm-hmm.
Like they gave their statement and like that was it. Like you didn't
Yeah.
hear anything else from them.
Like they weren't brought back to testify.
No, they were brought back to
Oh,
testify.
yeah, were
I thought. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Which is why everything started getting.
Unraveled.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
So
Oh yeah, that happened in the appeals.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So then, oh my gosh, this is like
It's got
there are
some-
so many layers.
This is a layered cake for
It
sure.
is. So we kind of like rambled there for a second. So the Nigerian brothers are talking. They say that Mr. Smollett paid him to beat him up
Right.
for this hate crime, whatever.
They even rehearsed it.
Yeah. And then the Mr. Smollett goes crazy about it, and he's like freaking out, you know, like not crazy, but like what is going on? Like that's not understanding
That's not
why
what
they're
this-
saying
yeah,
this.
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, he's like that's not what happened. It's not what happened. And everyone's just trying to paint the picture that he's just hoaxing this whole thing.
Like he made this up.
Yeah.
He made this happen to
Yep.
himself.
On February 20th, Mr. Smollett was charged.
In February, the police.
Yeah,
state
because that's
that
when they
Smollett
got the
staged
brothers, and
attack.
then yeah. So yeah, February 20th. So on the 17th is when the brothers got arrested, the Nigerian brothers, and then the 20th is when Smollett was charged with a felony disorderly conduct for filing false police report.
Stage 4 felony,
Yeah.
which is like the littlest of the felonies you could have.
Yes. Still a felony though.
Still a felony.
Still gonna stay there for a little bit. Then he spends some time in jail.
He was sentenced to 105 days.
Yes.
Gets out in 6.
Yes. How'd that happen?
Well, he bonded out.
Yeah, he did. But then they did a weird thing with his bond.
Yeah, they're like, okay, you revoke your bond and we'll give you a deal. And I'm like,
Yeah.
what the heck does that mean?
I don't know. I was
And then
like, what?
I was watching another show and they were explaining how he didn't, in most cases when you get a plea deal, there's like an admission of guilt.
Yes.
And in his,
They didn't make him do that.
they didn't make him do that.
No. So that was weird too. So then he goes to trial. Like he's arrested, right? They're doing the trial. On March 8th is when the grand jury indicted him on the 16 felony counts.
Yeah, 16 of them.
That's a lot.
Jeez. As they put it in the show, they threw the book at him.
They did.
Well, because they charged him with 16 felony counts. They also charged him over like $210,000 for restitution for Chicago PD for like overtime and to pay
A
for
bunch of other money somewhere.
everybody's.
Yeah.
And then he was also hit with the maximum fine, which I think was like $250 or $25,000 or something. I can't remember where the zero goes. I'm sorry, guys. But he was hit with like another like maximum fine.
Yeah.
For his crime. So
I think it was like 20 grand or 25,000.
yeah, I
like
think it
that.
was 25,000. I don't think it was 250. I think it was 25.
Yeah. But still,
Yeah.
I mean, that's messed.
But I mean,
But this whole
the
time
people
all
are
this is going
saying
on.
is that the whole reason why he wanted to do this is because he was upset with his wages, and so he
Yeah.
wanted to be like a figure of some
Which
sort, or a martyr, not a martyr. 'Cause
doesn't
he's
make
not dead,
sense.
but
Right. But then like, not that it matters, but like he's a gay man. And so like he was also, I think people were saying that he was trying to like show that, you know, like to stand up for this hate crime.
right,
Right. Like he
of
wanted,
being a black gay man.
yes, like he wanted to show others that he wasn't going to just stand there or whatever, you know,
Right.
that he fought back. Which I totally get. Like I get that.
Right.
But at the same time, it's like shit doesn't add up. And like it's just weird. Like this is just a strange situation. Like if he really didn't hoax it,
If this really happened to him,
where are the people? Where are the guys that did it?
so there was surveillance footage of the two brothers buying all of the stuff for like the balaclavas and the rope and all of the things that they needed for this event,
Right.
if you will, which doesn't help the cause. And I mean, and at the end of the show, you saw that they handed out an iPad with the color video, surveillance video of them like walking around the taxi, and they're like, "Do you see, you know, Caucasian, or do you see?"
Yeah, they handed each person the iPad and they're like, describe what you see.
Right. And it was split on whether or not they picked whether the person was white or black.
Yeah. Which is crazy because, and it was interesting to see which ones said they were white and which ones weren't. And what I found was interesting was the police chief, the one that ended up getting fired.
For misconduct?
Yeah. He was so adamant on it being a hoax. Like he barely even watched that video and he was like, yeah, two black males.
Yeah. I mean, duh, I told you this. Yeah. Well, yeah, of course he's
And you
gonna-
know what that reminded me of? It reminded me of, remember probably also during COVID when the stupid thing was going around social media with the the blue and gold dress.
Yeah.
Is it blue and gold or blue and white
Or is it white and gold?
or whatever? Yeah.
Is it blue and black or white and gold?
Yeah. Or whatever the freaking thing was.
What did you see?
I think it was blue and gold is what I saw.
Yeah, it was blue and black for me.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And then Trevor also saw, like, he saw the opposite, like the white and whatever.
The white and gold. Yeah.
And I was like, that's so weird. Like, how does that happen?
I don't know.
It's weird. I don't like shit like that.
It's that Laurel and Yanni brain trickery.
Yeah, but it is crazy though to see when someone's telling you something, you know, over and over and over again, and then you're like, oh yeah, there's two white males or whatever. You know what I mean? Like each of those people, like the people that said it was white
you know,
males,
one of the
supported the fact that it was not a hate crime.
One of the things that I've noticed a lot, especially as we started to get into these true crime stories, is that a lot of police misconduct is brought up.
A lot.
And I'm like, I have it here. I have it in the Amanda Knox trials.
So
I
what are
have
we
it
saying here?
that nobody's perfect. Like, how
Yeah.
can you do this 100% of the time? But like, you have to, because everything has to be scrutinized.
Right. It's crazy.
I can't even.
Okay.
Like,
So
in March, Cook County drops all charges.
yeah, so
because
here's another situation where
goes
he
and
gets
makes a
charged,
deal.
gets let off, and then gets charged again.
Right, because the DA changes. And they're like, no.
They're like, hold up.
No, this guy's guilty. And they're like, you can't charge me again because of double jeopardy. I already
Yes.
made a plea deal.
Yes.
I don't think it was because of double jeopardy. Maybe it is
No,
because of double jeopardy. But he's like, we already made a plea deal.
It was because of whatever they did with his bond.
Yeah.
That
The prosecutors had already made a deal with him and he had taken the deal, and they can't go back and say, well, no, sorry, you're guilty again.
right.
So they're like, okay, well, we'll drop it again. Never mind. Just kidding. Huh?
Yeah. But when they did drop the charges,
so
though.
crazy though. This is another one where they're like, you're guilty. No, you're not. Yeah, you are. No, you're not. Like, stop playing with my emotions.
Do we see a theme here in our justice system? So yeah, so in like later in March is when they drop the charges, and then they turn the page. When they do that, the mayor and like the police were like shocked.
Yeah. They're like, I
And
thought
they-
we did this already.
Yeah, they were like, "What the f?" You know?
Yeah.
So there was all that shit going on, and then the footage was released to the public. All the body cam footage and a lot of surveillance stuff was released to the public because people were getting mad that the cops and stuff were not releasing things to the public, and that is part of the First Amendment right, I guess.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, yes and no. Like, yes, I understand it's in the Constitution. Like, I get that. Okay.
Right.
But at the same time, like, not everything is public record, people. Like, Jesus. Just because your nosy asses want to know what's going on with every celebrity doesn't mean you get access to all that shit.
But we do though.
I know,
just
we do.
not through like loud public channels.
Yeah,
you know?
differently,
We
for
still
sure.
we still find a way to find that info.
Oh
out.
yeah, totally. I'm just not one of those people that
That's fair.
like consumes my life and energy on other people's.
Goes back to how big my circle is.
You know,
I don't,
like,
my circle's not big enough for that.
There are some people that like know stuff about celebrities and like how? Like how do you know all of
they
this stuff? 'Cause-
fanboy out about it.
Yeah, and I'm like, how? Like I just am not that personality. I do not fan out like that.
I can't
over-
latch on to somebody like that. No.
No,
Especially someone I will never.
meet.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no thanks.
No.
Okay, so anyways, they released all the footage. People are going nutso because that's when a lot of things start coming into question, right? Oh, my legs fell asleep. And there's a lot of other investigators coming into play. That plant was getting you.
I'm like, I feel like someone's talking to me behind there, like, shh, shh, shh.
Public is going crazy over the freaking footage.
Right.
Because at first, when the cops show up to his house, like we said, he's wearing the noose or whatever. And then he asked the police to stop recording the body cam.
His buddy there is like, hey, you guys can go ahead and shut that off.
Yeah,
now.
you can go ahead and turn those off there. Okay.
And the cop's like, you gave us permission to shut these off. He's like, yeah, I gave you permission. So who knows what happened after that?
Yeah, so that's strange.
But does that really matter?
I mean, we don't know because we don't know what
Yeah,
happened.
we don't know what transacted.
No. But after that, then February 12th, 2020 now, we're in the next year,
Right.
is when he gets indicted again. But this time only on 6 felony counts.
Only.
And this
seem to get
the whole time, he is holding strong on the fact that this happened.
This happened to him. He
That
didn't
happened to
stage
him
this.
and that
Yeah.
he didn't stage it. And
the brothers are like,
it was a hate crime.
Nah, dude, he paid us to do it.
Yeah.
So it's like, who do you believe? Do you believe the brothers or do you believe Jussie?
Right. Or do you like, is there something else going on like within the police department? Because a lot of people were
Implicating that the cops had
Mhm.
something to do with it? That'd be weird. I don't know. I think that's a little...
far-fetched.
Yeah.
You
I don't
never
think
know.
the cops had anything to do with it. I think it's really a matter of, did this actually happen to Jussie or did he
Stage
pay these
it.
brothers to do it?
Yeah.
I mean, and if this actually happened, it's sad that we do not have the people who did it to him
Right.
because we stopped looking.
Right. Though I think that happens a lot though.
Yeah. I can see that.
You know, unfortunately, like, and we've talked about it before, you know, when investigators are trying, you know, to investigate a case, you know, I'm sure it's easy.
I'm sure the media puts a lot of pressure on them to like find the guy.
Yeah, there's that. And I'm sure it's easy to get caught up in certain details and like create the narrative so much that your focus is like, no, everything's pointing to this person and it's got to be this person.
Right.
when it could be the 3 people over here, you know, that could have been suspects.
Right.
But you were not looking at them because you were so focused on all of this and what everyone else was saying about these people.
Right. Since we've already implied
Yeah.
that these 2 people.
But like, it's
could do
weird to
it.
me that those 2 eyewitnesses,
said they were white.
yes, and they
And
were
then
shunned
just
out.
got shoved under the rug.
Yes, but then like anybody else was saying that anybody that was saying that he was doing this as a hoax was saying that it was black males.
So
And anyone that was on like his side, on Smollett's side of it, were
Says
saying
they
that it was
were
white
white
males.
right.
So like, what the fuck?
And because it's hard because you have 2 people saying, no, this guy paid us to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Like we went through and we rehearsed it. We drove around the spot where this was going to happen over and over and over again. Like we practiced this. You have 2 people saying that is what happened.
Mm-hmm.
So to fluff what these eyewitnesses think they saw on the coldest day of the year, you know, that doesn't add up to the story to where this lines up perfectly.
Right.
So I can see why those 2 eyewitnesses really didn't get taken seriously, because there's 2 people saying, hey, no, this is what really happened, if it really happened that way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but those 2 people that saw it have no connection to Smollett at all. So like, they just randomly saw this attack, and the police didn't even speak to them right away.
Well, they didn't see the attack. They saw 2.
Or the guys.
The roommate saw, the lady that lived in his building saw a white male with rope sticking out of his jacket.
Yes.
Before Jussie got assaulted.
Correct.
And then the security guard saw somebody running in that area after he was
Yes.
messed with. So like, I get it that you have 2 different people that kind of confirm 2 very solid
That there was
pieces of this story.
An activity in that area. Yeah.
Right. But I mean, again, here's the Osandrio brothers saying that no, we were paid to do it.
Yeah.
So it's like, who do you believe?
But then also,
Why would they lie about that?
Also, I was just going to say, so the lawyers, there was a piece of footage that was released that wasn't released before, where the lawyers were talking to the Nigerian brothers, and they were going over they were talking to the one that has the felony, and they're like, hey, like, you're the one that has the felony,
The biggest charges here. Yeah.
Yeah. And so they were in the documentary, they were painting the narrative that the lawyers were coaxing the brothers to say that.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As they're out.
Ah.
Like, yeah, we were a part of it, but he was really the one that, like,
He was the one that paid us to do it.
exactly.
Right. Like we
So-
only did it because he told us to.
Exactly. And they're kind of like,
Interesting.
you know, playing that side of it.
Huh.
Could be.
Guys. Yeah. No, absolutely. That makes total sense.
You never know.
$3,500 though. I'm sorry, I would not pay you $3,500 to beat me up.
No,
No.
I would not. And I will admit I was multitasking when I was watching this. I was getting ready.
Yeah, yeah.
But so I wasn't like watching. I was listening to a lot of it. But did they show his injuries from the attack? Because I don't recall seeing.
The only time I saw pictures of like him in the hospital was on another show that I watched. I'll have to send you the link.
Okay, yeah.
It showed like pictures of like little splotches on his face, and his face was kind of puffy. But like outside of that, I didn't see any like, because you know, like when someone punches you in the face and that swells up, gets dark really fast. And I mean, there wasn't any like contusions like that I saw.
I don't know, man. Like, I feel like if someone's really, truly going to like commit a
Defend
crime,
yourself. Yeah, you'll
and
come out a
do
little
a
rougher
hate
than
crime,
that. Yeah,
like that those people acting as, you know, the criminals
they
are gonna put a little bit more damage,
because they're actors,
you know,
right? Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, real people that are performing crimes like that are going all out. I
Don't
feel
pull
like.
their punches.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's hard. That's really hard.
It's crazy. But like a big question they had said, you know, at the end of the documentary was like, why would he do this as a hoax, right?
Right.
And then like people were saying, oh, because of he was not getting paid well enough.
Yeah, he was upset with his
or
pay, or he wanted to be a figurehead.
whatever, or
for-
he felt like he was not heard because I forgot to mention before the attack happened, like a week or two before, he got a random letter in the mail.
Oh yeah, the kid's drawing where
Like, and it was like, I don't know. It was
bunch
like,
of
it looked like a ransom note, but it was
homophobic
some
racial
note.
slurs
Yeah.
written by a
And then he
7-year-old.
told the police about that, and they didn't seem to
They ignored
care.
it, right? Because that was sent to his studio.
Yes. And so was he
The one that
upset that they didn't react to his threatening letter and said, well, I'm going to show you, and then create this whole big hoax, and is just holding firm on it? Because if you're going to go all out and
If you're gonna create a lie this big, you better stick to it.
you better fucking stick to it.
Yeah.
Like 100% as until the day you die.
Yeah.
Like you're sticking. That's it.
Well, he is.
Yeah. 100. Yeah, he is. And so, yeah, obviously this documentary kind of makes it more like in his favor, you know? Like
Well,
it shows all the things.
Yeah, it's
but
him.
like,
It's him telling his story.
yeah. So of course.
Because I wanted to watch another show that kind of had a little less of him, that
Yeah.
actually had none of his testimony in there at all. Not
Nice.
testimony, but he
Same
wasn't.
thing, yeah.
He wasn't in there chatting, and it kind of definitely it still leaves you questioning, because I mean it is very possible, because hate crimes happen.
Yeah,
And
they
the
do.
last thing I want to do is discount it if this actually happened. 'cause
Yeah,
God forbid, people
absolutely.
suck. People suck so much.
Yes, people do suck ass.
And
Big
I mean,
ass.
and people will be assholes in all types of weather. I also get that. So that to this, it's just, why would you fake something like that? Why would
I
you
don't
make
know.
something like that up for publicity?
Yeah, because it is such a big thing.
It's so sensitive.
To make it up
Yeah.
is like that's shitty.
That's crazy. That is like
And crazy.
next level crazy.
Yes,
That is like,
but like people
vibes.
that are, you know, narcissistic or you know have that severe
some sort of personality disorder.
narcissism or whatever. Like someone, I forget who it was in the documentary, was saying that he was always worried about how people thought of him and how people viewed him.
Well, because
and stuff
he's
like
an
that.
actor and he has to think
And
about
he was
how
always
people
worried-
perceive him.
Yeah. So I mean, if those types of thoughts get into your head deep enough, and you're worried that you know you're not being seen or you're not being heard, or you know
You're looking at every person thinking that they're judging you.
yeah. You start thinking that everyone's judging you or everyone's out to get you, when like you're creating this false reality. You know?
Yeah.
Like maybe he created this false reality in his head.
He did it to himself.
But like you said, on the flip side, if he didn't do it, it's just like the freaking other case we did where they were like, you're guilty, you're not guilty. The freaking
Amanda Knox.
Italy. Yeah.
Mhm. That was the Italian government. That wasn't even us.
Yeah. I mean, the judicial system all around is
just wild.
crazy, guys.
Well, I mean, it just goes to show that if you focus in on something and if you believe it so much, you manifest it, basically. So I understand manifesting your
yeah.
destiny, but does that really work for when you're trying to charge criminals or people of like crimes and stuff? If I just think it so much, you are the guy that did the thing. That's how it feels. It feels
Yeah.
it feels a little woo-woo, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it does kind of feel
If
like
I believe it, it's true.
But it's like on the flip side of
Where's
that,
the justice in
being someone like when I was a little kid, you know, and you get in trouble for lying, right?
Oh yeah. All the time.
And, you know, I would sometimes know like, okay, well, if I tell my parents all the truth,
Oh yeah.
like if I tell them the whole story, I'm definitely going to get in trouble or
Right,
whatever,
right,
right?
right.
Like you build this fear, even though I probably wouldn't have gotten in that much trouble. But in your brain, you think that.
Right.
And so you're like, I'm just going to give them this much truth, like just enough to satisfy them.
Right. To give them enough story to make them
Correct.
go away.
And then move on.
Please.
It kind of reminds me of like that
Yeah.
in a way.
That's fair. But only tell them enough of the story, they'll drop it.
But it's the same thing. Like it's if someone's, and then if you're trying to defend yourself,
It makes
Like,
you look even more guilty.
well, yeah, but like if someone's accusing you of doing something that you did not do,
Right.
100%, you know that you didn't do it, and someone's like, no, Jessica, you did that, over and over and over again, eventually you're gonna be like, motherfucker, fine, I did it.
I did it. Yeah,
Jesus.
no. I'll bend to that will pretty quick, regardless of whether or not I did it, just to get you to shut up and go away. Because
Exactly.
honestly, I'm not trying to die on this hill. Regardless of what I say, you're not going to believe me anyways. I could tell you
Exactly.
that a unicorn joined me in the assault of whatever I did.
Right.
And you'd be like, well, yeah, you still did it. And you wouldn't believe what I said regardless.
Yeah.
So.
But that, like, I feel like that happens to a lot of people sometimes.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Amanda
I mean,
Knox.
have you ever been in a relationship?
Well, yeah.
that has been in that situation where they're
Totally.
like, oh, you totally did this thing. And I'm like, man, I did not do this thing.
Right? You're like, I did not.
I mean, 2 points for creativity, but that ain't me, bro.
Wrong one. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it.
It's a hard one.
I don't know. I was hoping that I would have like a
No, because
like another thought
you
there,
can't.
and like you can't.
You can't pick a side on this one.
No, I can't. Because I would feel on the human level and like morally, like inside, I would feel really shitty if I was like, no, like he
faked it.
He faked it, definitely faked it. But then like if he didn't actually fake it, that's fucked.
Yeah. And you're fucked for thinking that.
Exactly. And I don't want to feel that way. Because that's not who I am.
Well, and I mean, and this is on the internet, so yeah,
Well,
we need to be as
I don't care.
neutral as possible. No, but you do and you don't.
Yeah.
I mean, because again, who knows?
I don't know, man. What do you guys think?
What do you think?
If you have any insight to this case, or if you listened for the first time today and just based off our little chit chats of the random information that we decided to share with
Right.
you,
Our interpretation of.
yes, if you want to comment or have something to share about that, we'd love to hear your opinions and thoughts. Make sure to hit that.
Like and subscribe.
Please make sure to check out the Team Awesome podcast studio. We do have a couple of shows up there right now, and it's super cool. Check it out. Like and subscribe. All the things.
All the things.
We'll see you guys next week.
See you next week.
Bye.
From trending memes to wildest dreams. Girl, did you hear that crazy thing? Girl, did you hear what's going on?